Good morning, Nadal. Let me start one such a unit in biology, that is genetics and evolution, an important chapter for the point of not only theory examination and even for that NEET Karnataka CET also. So in this unit, we do have three chapters in this genetics and evolution. We do have three chapters. The first one, principles of inheritance and variations. The first one, principles of inheritance and variations. Next one, molecular basis of inheritance. Molecular basis of inheritance, the second chapter in this unit. And next to that, the third chapter is evolution. So these three chapters together comprises the second unit in this second PUC biology. So let me start with this the first chapter, that is the principles of inheritance and variations. Principles of inheritance and variations. Probably a few of the students, they might be familiar regarding this chapter, mostly in their high school days, probably in 9th or 10th standard they might have studied this chapter, heredity, by chapter name heredity, right? So in detail we do have in the second PUC, that is principles of inheritance and variations. We do have certain principles in our day-to-day life, like that the principles we are going to have in this inheritance and variations. Actually the life forms which are present nowadays and those life forms which were present in the past, and the same life forms which are going to be present in future also, right? So in this, the existence of these life forms in the past, at present and in future, so there might be certain factors which are responsible for this continuity of life forms. What are those factors? How come which are going to be passed from one to next generations? Well, there might be certain principles or there might be certain factors which are responsible for, so to bring or to pass from one to next generations, right? So here, as the word itself suggests, inheritance and variations. Here, inheritance, which means inheritance, it means the process. It is the process where the characteristics which are passed from parents to offsprings. The characteristics which are passed from the parents to their offsprings. Here, so to that process is called as inheritance. From one generation to next generation, we can say that the features which are going to be passed from one to next generations. In general, the scientific term we can use it, inheritance. So here, the term inheritance, alternatively called as heredity. And the next word, variations. We can observe there are so many forms of life forms which are present. Among them, all these living entities, either they may be which may be respect to the individual species or the different species among the same genus, even though certain differences that we are going to observe among the offsprings. Suppose there are two parents, suppose there are the two opposite parents. When they are going to produce the offsprings, among the offsprings or their progenies, they are not exactly identical to their parents. They are not exactly similar to their parents. Certain morphological or the characteristics which are visible to naked eyes among these progenies, they are differ when compared to their parents. So such an differences observed observed among the offsprings of a parent is called variations. Right? That's about the small introduction regarding this chapter, that is inheritance, the characters which were passed from one to next generations, and variation means certain differences phenotypically which were visible to our naked eyes among the offsprings, right? So that's what the chapter that clearly dealt with the principles. What are the principles behind there? What are the factors are there? So there are certain scientists, they experimentally as well as theoretically they have tried their level best to reveal this pattern of inheritance as well as variations, right? So the chapter, which one comprises of about 12 marks for theory examinations, 12 marks for theory examinations, and approximately so one and sometimes 2 questions may be asked for NEET questions, and of course the one question is must for Karnataka CET, right? So here the chapter that is not only important for the point of theory examinations, and even that is equally important for NEET examination as well as Karnataka CET, right? So let me start this chapter, which is a small introduction with this.